Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Saturday, December 27, 2014, around 8:29 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's not that cold out tonight. It's clouding over. The lows are going to be about 38, 39 degrees, which is actually where we should be for the average high temperature. Tomorrow we could get some rain showers, but nothing significant, and no snow on the horizon. The temperatures will go back down to reality, which will be in the 30s and stuff, and maybe 20s, but by the end of the week, a rebound, and I heard next weekend could be wet again, highs in the 40s and 50s. Unbelievable. Looks like we might not see snow for quite a while. Some news to report. The UMass Lowell Riverhawks hockey team beat Sacred Heart by a score of 5-1 today in the Frozen Holiday Tournament at the Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And also the Penn State Nittany Lions beat the Boston College Football Eagles by a score of 31-30 in overtime at the Pinstripe Bowl in the Bronx, New York at Yankee Stadium. I don't pay attention too much to the college bowl games unless if they're the national semifinals and finals and stuff like that. And that's about it on that. And the Bruins are playing very bad tonight. I don't want to speculate how they're going to do, but they're losing big time. But I'll tell you the score tomorrow about the Bruins game. And that's about it. And my third and final video blog subject of the night is about the personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about one of the greatest play-by-play announcers in sports television today, Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan works for CBS Sports doing the NCAA men's basketball tournament, and he also does the NFL games on CBS, plus he works for Turner Sports for the NBA and the NCAA tournament. Kevin was born and he grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and his father was once the CEO of the Green Bay Packers. And Kevin went to college at Kansas, majoring in broadcast journalism. He graduated in 1982. He started his broadcasting career in the same year as the TV and radio play-by-play voice of the Kansas City Kings of the NBA, which is now the Sacramento Kings. Kevin worked for doing play-by-play for the Kings basketball for about 2 years. Then in 1984, he did one season calling University of Kansas men's basketball games on the radio from 1985 through 1993. Kevin was the voice of the Kansas City Chiefs on the radio. He also did, during that time, the University of Missouri men's basketball games and football games on the radio. And Kevin first got his national exposure in 1991 by calling regional NFL games for NBC, and for 2 years he worked doing ESPN college football games for about 8 years, from 1989 through 1997. Kevin Harlan was the play-by-play voice of the Minnesota Timberwolves on television and the radio. He was building up a good resume. In 1994, Kevin Harlan got his first regular NFL gig on network television by doing regional games for the NFL on Fox. He did that for about 4 seasons. And then in 1997, Kevin left the Minnesota Timberwolves broadcast team to join Turner Sports doing the NBA games for TNT and TBS. He's held that job ever since, and he's a top announcer for the NBA games. He does regular season games and some of the All-Star festivities, and he does some playoff games as well. And when Marv Albert retires in a few years, Kevin probably be catapulted to the #1 play-by-play spot on the NBA on TNT. In 1998, Kevin moved from Fox to CBS to do NFL games for CBS, and he's been doing them ever since. He's like the number 4 or 5 play-by-play announcer for the NFL on CBS. Plus, in addition, he'd done NCAA men's basketball games for CBS as well. He's part of their tournament coverage for CBS and Turner Sports. And also, Kevin does Monday Night Football games on the radio for Westwood One, and also he does the Super Bowl for Westwood One on the radio, and he also is the NCAA's men's basketball play-by-play announcer for like the Final Four and the National Championship game on Westwood One radio. And Kevin has some of the most famous one-liners as well for games as well. He's like, him and Gus Johnson have some of the best lines for when they're calling games, especially when it comes to basketball. Some of Kevin's famous quotes is, "Buckle up for insert any NBA player," and that's and "white between the eyes." He's a flamethrower. He's an assassin. Flight is clear for the landing. Up high and down hard. And when he was the voice of the Kansas City Chiefs, Kevin Harlan had "Oh baby, what a play!" And another one is "This the dagger." He says many other one-liners. And Kevin's been around for over 25 years, and he's getting to be a great announcer and stuff like that. He's probably going to get honored sooner or later for the Kirk Gowdy Media Award for NBA for induction to the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. And I think in 2016, I would not be shocked and surprised to see Kevin Harlan become the voice of the Final Four and National Championship game on TBS, because that's the year TBS gets the Final Four in the National Championship game for the NCAA men's basketball tournament. And Jim Nantz usually does the Final Four in the National Championship game for CBS and Turner, but with Turner exclusively having it every other year. But in 2016, they want their own guys, and I bet you it's going to be Kevin Harlan doing the play-by-play for the National semifinals and National Championship game for the NCAA men's basketball tournament. I bet you bottom dollar Kevin Harlan's going to be the play-by-play voice of the NCAA men's Final Four in 2016. It's a guarantee. And that's about it on that. Love doing these video blogs, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. It's continuing to grow. More likes on Facebook, more likes on YouTube, more shares than ever before. It's getting out there. These video blogs are getting bigger and better. 3 more video blogs coming tomorrow. One's going to be about the classic TV series, Mr. Belvedere. And another one is going to be about the first Intercontinental Champion, Pat Patterson. It starts off 4 straight nights of legendary professional wrestlers of French-Canadian descent. Pat Patterson, the model Rick Martel, the rugged Ronnie Garvin, and Jacques Rougeau, also known as a Mountie. And the third video blog tomorrow will be about something to do with sports. And 2015 is shaping up to be a great year for these video blogs. And in January, there's going to be a lot of video blogs. And one of them is going to be about "It's time to rumble. It's time for the Royal Rumble." And in February, I'm going to have all 28 days devoted to personality profiles of 28 African American personalities, because February is Black History Month. So during Black History Month, for my personality profiles, I'm going to honor 28 African Americans who are famous, or maybe not so famous. And most of them will be sports stars and celebrities and professional wrestlers. And sooner or later, Julie Broughton and Heidi Lee Pratt will get their video blogs. And maybe there'll be special guests on these video blogs. Could be an audio chat with people. You never know. Suggestions, inquiries, inbox me. Good night, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye now.